was so long. All right, there we go. There we go. We're live. All right. Hello, this is McD the Beast, and this is McD Sports 4 coming to you today. Recapping this Maryland game. They won 38-35 over Indiana. Before I continue, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Please subscribe to your channel. Really appreciate if you do that. Really try and go to the channel. Let's go ahead and do that. This is a big win for Maryland. They needed this one. Mike Locksley needed this one. Toa Tagovailoa needed this one. The whole Maryland team needed this one. This is a big win here at home. I'm happy that we won 38-35. I did not like that final defensive possession there. We were up 38-28 with a minute 20 left, kicking that field goal to kind of ice it. I did not like that last defensive possession at all there. But outside of that, I thought the defense looked fine. Offensively, a little bit inconsistent, but I mean, they picked up enough. And they won this game 38-35 here. This is a big win, as I said, for the Terps. They needed this one. It's about time they beat Indiana. Even last year, I know last year I think it was 27-11, if I'm not mistaken. I feel like we're always right there with Indiana. It just comes like in 2019 came down to execution. 2018 caught a few unlucky breaks. So I'm finally happy we beat them. This is a big win here. They're 5-3. The Terps, one more win, bowl game. I look at the final four games. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. I think the Rutgers game is the one you look at. Obviously, I think they'll be favored against Rutgers. I still think that Penn State game at home, though, looking at what's going on with Penn State right now, will not surprise me if we pull off the upset there. I don't think we'll be in Michigan schools. I just don't. But this is I still think that this team could get to a bowl game. I look at that Rutgers game at the end of the year. I look at the Penn State game as well. So good win for Maryland after a three-game losing streak. They needed this one, and they got it. 38-35 Terps. Back and forth game. Give Indiana credit. I know a lot of Indiana fans that were sitting there circling this game because Indiana, they had a very tough first half of the schedule. They got banged up. I mean, this game was going to come down to whoever won this game. I thought probably was going to make a bowl game. Indiana at this point, you're 2-6. So I don't know if you're Indiana where you go from here. I know some Indiana fans were pointing at this game, trying to salvage their season, get to 3-5, and then maybe try at least get to a bowl game. But in my opinion, this is a big win for the Terps. They needed this one. Mike Locksley needed this one. One other thing about this game, in my opinion, I think that in my opinion, Maryland got kind of lucky because special teams was horrible in my opinion, especially in the first half. But they got lucky. They really did. But I'm just happy we got this win, and let's go Terps with 5-3. Some comments here. How you doing, Eli? Yeah, as I was saying, I think being Rutgers, that's the game we're going to have to circle. I do think we could upset Penn State. Let's go. Yeah, exactly, Raheem. Let's go indeed. Big win for the Terps. That would be cool. I would be open to that 5-6, and I expect Maryland to beat Rutgers. So I think we'll be favored against Rutgers. So hopefully we can go ahead at least beat Rutgers, get into a bowl game here. It's actually 3:30 on the dot. Michigan State just recovered a big fumble. This game is a wild game here in East Lansing. It's 33-30. Michigan was up 30-13. And Michigan State has clawed back, tied up at 30. 7:12 left in the game. 33-30. Michigan here, and let's see. They can't get them down, but they finally did. But there's a flag on play. I agree. I agree. They're much more competitive. I don't. I think it's a 60-40 game in Maryland's favor. If you want my honest opinion, because I just think Maryland has better talent. But I do think that Rutgers has been better this year. What's the score against Illinois? I'm going to run through the scores here. The lock of the week with Florida and Georgia here. I took Georgia -14. That's about kickoff here. I think this game is going to get ugly. This Florida Georgia game rather quickly here. So is there any way close games on that I could throw one and maybe not get to this one right away? because I do keep this Michigan State game on, obviously for obvious reasons. Is there anything good on?
Today, let's paint with
Oops.
dynasties.
No, it's just so we're just gonna keep this one. Looking around the league, Eli, it looks like your Liberty Flames going to blow out UMass 62-17. I'm actually going to be talking about Liberty and VU this week. Um, I'm going to be talking about them, talking about how the Conference USA is over. Their days are numbered. Dan Moore might be on the hot seat. I think he's good. I think he stays after this season, but I think he's the number one coach on the hot seat going into next season. That's my opinion about Dan Mullen. But Liberty, they're up 62-17 on UMass. Bowling Green's going to pull off the upset against Buffalo. Looks like they're up 49-37. West Virginia, they're up 17-14 against Iowa State. That would be a big win for West Virginia if they could get that win. North Texas, they're up 10-3 on Rice. Mizzou, they're up 10-0 early on Vandy. Utah State, early touchdown against Hawaii. Miami pulled off the upset against Pitt on the road. That's a big win for Miami. First ACC win there. Looking at the ACC, it's basically a dogfight. Who's going to make a bowl game? Pitt, that's their second loss of the season there. You look at Miami, they could still make a bowl game. They have Florida State on the schedule. They still have some coastal opponents and some ACC opponents. They could easily definitely go ahead and make a bowl game. I think they're 4-4 at this point. Let me update this so we can see the records here. Cincinnati, they beat Tulane 31-12. That's not impressive to me at all. That was a struggle bus game for a while there. Let's see. Wisconsin big win against Iowa, 27-7. Iowa, I mean, remember, Iowa was ranked number 2 in my poll, number 3 in my poll. A few weeks ago, they were dropped to number 9. They're gonna be dropped outside the top 20 probably. And I know Wisconsin looks better now, but I mean, Graham Mertz only went for 104 yards and a touchdown, so that tells you all you need to know. Baylor, they survived Texas 31-24. That's a good win for them at home. Virginia Tech finally won the game. I picked Virginia Tech 3 weeks straight to either pull off an upset or go ahead and win and cover, and they didn't. They finally pulled one off against Georgia Tech. Big win for them. They needed that one. Rutgers beat Illinois 20-14. First win in the Big Ten for Rutgers there, so good for them. It might be the only win in the Big Ten. We'll see what happens. But in my opinion, I just don't know if Rutgers has the. I don't think they're that good. Rutgers. I think they have a few nice wins for them, but I don't know. I mean, looking at Rutgers, I don't know if they're going to be 5-6 going into that final week. UCF, they beat Temple 49-7. Good win for them. Louisiana pitches a shutout against Texas State. Louisiana, they might be in the top 25 this upcoming week. That video is going to be out tomorrow. The College Football Playoff Committee releases their first top 25 this season. However, Liberty remain. You'll be open to join the MAC. I think Liberty should join the Sun Belt and have them and FIU join the Sun Belt, and the Sun Belt goes 16. The Conference USA is dead. Those remaining teams, UTEP's going to the Mountain West. Louisiana Tech, who knows? I know Middle Tennessee and Western Kentucky is probably going to end up in the MAC. FIU, who knows? But I think FIU should probably go ahead and join the Sun Belt. The Sun Belt doesn't want you to do. That's okay. I didn't know that, but FIU might be screwed in this. They might very well be screwed in this. FIU. I think Louisiana Tech ends up in the Mountain West. But the Sun. I mean, who knows? Maybe the Sun Belt changes their mind. If I'm the Sun Belt, I'm calling FIU and Liberty getting to 16 there. If I'm Louisiana Tech, I'm trying to join Mountain West. I think you're gonna see and touchdown Michigan State. Kenneth Walker ran it in. This game is turned to a shootout. It's gonna be 37-33 here. 5:08 left. But you look at it's starting to rain also there in East Lansing as well. But I think you're gonna see Louisiana Tech. They have some ties to playing in the rack and stuff, so I could see that happening. Louisiana Tech and UTEP going to the Mountain West, and Mountain West might also try add North Dakota State and South Dakota State as well in the process, and try to get to 16 as well. If I'm still the Big 12, I'm still trying to add SMU, Boise State, and Memphis. I am. I mean, maybe even like a South Florida. I'm trying because I would. I mean, I think those teams are good enough to compete on Power 5 level, so I just would. The supposedly the MAC's going to add Western Kentucky and Middle Tennessee State from everything I read and heard. The MAC's going to expand from are they at 12 or 14? I forget. But they're going to expand 2 teams. They're going to add Western Kentucky and Middle Tennessee State, which I think are good fits for the MAC. They get into that Kentucky Tennessee region. There's some talent there, and with the expansion of the playoffs, remember top 6. It stays how it is. Top 6. This top 6 conference winners go ahead and get a berth in the college football playoffs. It was a good win over the Hawks. The Wizards looked very good. I think I did say I did believe in Wes Unseld Jr. as a head coach. I think I said that was an upgrade. They have a lot more depth this year. The question that I don't think they're beating the Bucks. I don't think they're beating the Nets. They already lost the Nets this year. In the playoffs. Miami, we'll see. Philly, we'll see. But it won't surprise me if the Wizards get a middle of the road seed and maybe get to the second round. That wouldn't surprise me. I still think the Russell Westbrook trade was horrible because I think you could have gotten more for him. But I'm happy with the Wizards. First 5 games, 4-1. Montrezl Harrell just playing his you know what off. I mean, they're looking good. I thought we would get the 7th seed. We'll make the play-in tournament and get the 7th seed. Is what I thought. Was he there early? Nope, no flag. 2nd and 10. Okay, Florida Georgia's about to kick off here. As I said, I got Georgia 41-17 in this. So just kicked off there. It doesn't surprise me that Dinwiddie looks good. He looks very good. Dinwiddie. That did not surprise me. I said he was the second best player on the team. Did not surprise me. But I think I'm going to wrap it up here because I want to watch these games here. Some big games. I'll be back. I might be back. We'll see. Yeah, Kuzma's looking good. I'm still not sold on him. KCP. Yeah, he can shoot. I like this Wizards team. I really do. I think you're gonna watch a good team this year. But I'm gonna end the live stream here. I'll be back. Well, I don't guarantee it, but I'll be back at the conclusion of Georgia Florida around there to talk about the conclusion of this Michigan State game and the Georgia Florida game. Uh, so thanks for watching the video. Terps won 38-35 against Indiana, 5-3. Thanks for watching the video. Hit the thumbs up, please. Subscribe to your channel. Greatly appreciate if you do that. McD the Beast signing off.